What is up, YouTubers? Hotness27 here, and today I have a bit of a dilemma that I need your guys' help with. So there's a local tournament, well, a local card shop, I should say, in my area, and I've been wanting to go to the tournaments for a while, and I have with some other decks, but they haven't done too good. But I've got two new decks. Both are amazing. I know how to play them perfectly, but it's conflicting on which one to use for the next one. Plus, I don't know if there's any other better cards I could use for some of them, or for these ones. I've got a level 3 Acid Golem Burn deck and a Battlin Boxer deck that I want to take to the tournament. I don't know which one I should take though, so I'm gonna show you guys the decks I've got. I'm gonna tell you what I do for what my plays are for these decks, and then kind of let you guys go from there. I'd like comments on these videos, or on this video, telling me what you guys think and ideas or possibilities that I could put into the decks instead. Okay, so first we're gonna do the level 3 Acid Golem deck, and what we've got first is 3 Marauding Captains, 3 Cranes, 3 Torbus from the Underworld, 1 Tour Guide from the Underworld, 3 Marshmallons, 2 Spirit Reapers, 2 Gillosauruses, 1 Stealth Bird, 1 Spell Striker, 1 Lava Golem, which I've got a lot more Lava Golems if I need to put those in there. Whenever I have them, like more than one, I seem to draw like a full hand of Lava Golems, even if I have only 2 in the deck. So I don't know. Lava Golems are fun though. And finally, 2 Card Ds. Those are all the monsters. I think that's about 21 monsters. And I'll explain those in a minute. Next, we've got 2 creature swaps, 2 Mystic Boxes, 2 MSTs, a Swords, and a Dark Hole. And finally, we've got 3 Magic Cylinders, 2 Call of the Haunteds, a Fiendish Chain, a Scrap Iron Scarecrow, very rare. I don't know how I got him. I only have 1 of him. 1 Compulsory, 1 Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force, and 1 Black Horn of Heaven. So that is the burn deck. Let's go through the monsters first. Let me get my cards all situated here. Alright, so pretty basic. Marauding Captain. I mean, oh my bad, these are all upside down. Of course, I said this is a level 3 XYZ deck. So Marauding Captain, you can normal him, then special summon 1. Crane, normal and special summon level 3 from the graveyard. So really good special summon power. Of course, you got Gillosaurus for special summoning power too. Tour Guide and Tour Bus. I only have 1 Tour Guide in there because that's rare. But Tour Guide can special summon Tour Bus. That's an XYZ right there. Also, when Tour Bus goes to the graveyard, I get a free monster back to the deck. Card Ds are just for tributes. Spell Striker, send a spell from the graveyard, banish spell from the graveyard, and special summon it. And I think that covers all the special summoning monsters I got. Next we have Marshmallons and Spirit Reapers. These are both level 3s, which work perfectly in this deck, but Marshmallon is my favorite because when it is attacked and flipped, or when it's in face down defense and it's attacked and flipped up, your opponent takes 1,000 damage. Plus it can't be destroyed by battle, so that's perfect. Spirit Reaper, just a really cheap Marshmallon without the 1,000 damage effect. And then we have Stealth Bird, another 1,000 damage for when it's attacked, so just more burning going on. And then Lava Golem, really great card, really trolly card, tributes both of their monsters, or tributes 2 of their monsters and gives them Lava Golem to take 1,000 damage every standby phase. So next we're gonna go to the XYZs. Oh, and real quick, just traps and stuff. I have basic, the staple traps, but the three main ones I want to have in the traps are 3 magic cylinders, so that I can do some more burn damage to them if they attack, get more of the life points down. And we'll go through the spells here in a second, the main spells at least. But onto the XYZs, we got 3 wind-up Zen mains, 3 acid golems, a number 49 fortune tune, 2 Grenosauruses, Tempo, the percussion gen, Mizzou Rhythm, the string gen, 2 number 17 Leviathan dragons, a battle cruiser Dianthus, and a number 20 Giga Brilliant. Pick out the main ones real quick. That too. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'm gonna go through the ones I don't really use too much. Grenosauruss, if I'm playing against someone that's weak and doesn't really know much about the game, I can use Grenosauruss to get over their monsters really easily and then do 1,000 damage to them if I destroy their monsters. Tempo is really good in tournaments because a lot of people use XYZ, so you can use Tempo to get rid of their XYZ materials. Just Mizzou Rhythms are really, you know, he can be a strong card, 3,000 attack over anything. And then Giga Brilliant, he just looks cool. It doesn't really serve too much of a purpose in this deck. He's ultimate rare and he looks sick. But for the main cards I use in every duel, I usually first turn wind up Zen mains defense mode. Not many people have an answer for Zen mains. It's a really good card. If it be destroyed, detach material instead. And if you do at the end of the turn, destroy a card on the field. Sorry. That affects stacks. So, you know, if Zen mains would be destroyed twice per turn, you can detach 2 materials. And at the end of the turn, destroy 2 cards on the field. That effect has to happen, so that would be one downfall of Zen mains. But on the flip side, even if Zen mains would be destroyed like 3 times in one turn, the effect still happens if you detach the materials. Acid Golem, this is the main part of the deck, so we're gonna leave him out. Fortune Tune, basically a Zen mains without the destroying effect, but every standby phase you gain 500 life points, and if it be destroyed, detach material. When it's finally destroyed, it's into the graveyard, you get 2 monsters back from your graveyard to the deck, and then this card comes back to your extra deck. So basically, you never run out of monsters, and you get life points. Battle Cruiser is you detach material and do damage to your opponent time by the number of cards they have in their hand times 200. So a little bit of a burn. It's kind of hard to get out because there's 3 level 3 monsters instead of 2. But it's got decent attack, 2100, not too bad. And then Leviathan Dragons, just everyone loves these things. They're crazy beaters. So for level 3s, I mean, I don't know, man. Level 3s being a 3000 attack, that's a bit op to me, but what are you going to do? Alright, so for the main part of the deck, Acid Golem, Creature Swap, Mystic Box. I wouldn't recommend getting Acid Golem out and doing all that until you've got a solid Zen mains or a good back row filled up with him. But what you're going to do is you're going to get Acid Golem out. Now, here's what's cool about him is, you know, you can use him for 2 turns. He's got 3000 attack, so you got a 3000 attack beater on the field, and you can use that to your advantage for 2 turns. You know, if your opponents know what you're trying to do, then they're going to try to take him out quickly. But most people, when they see Acid Golem, they're just like, oh, I don't care. Some stupid dude doesn't know what his effect is, and they're going to let him go through. So you could run his materials out, and then you could creature swap them. That's the main point of the deck. Usually, I don't like to risk waiting too long because Acid Golem's main effect is if you control this card, you can't special summon. So what I like to do is creature swap them as soon as I get them, or Mystic Box, and give my opponent Acid Golem as soon as possible so that they can't special summon and their plays are ruined. Once per turn, detach a material, or during your standby phase, you have to detach material or take 2000 life points. So as soon as the materials are gone, he can't attack, they can't special summon, and they lose 2000 life points every turn. Now, most decks have a hard time getting over this, mainly for the fact that They're not going to run too many Fiendish Change. If they're running Fiendish Change, they'll target my Zen mains first. The only thing that really just easily gets over him, and I mean, it's basically Lava Golem too. Oh. Yeah, basically Lava Golem too. The only thing that gets over him is tributing. And because of small XYZs, like 4s, 3s, like I'm running, not many people run enough cards that will be able to tribute Acid Golem to get their cards out. So, really, plus they can't use him for Synchro, obviously, because they can't special summon, and because he has a rank. So they can't get rid of him. It's really hard to, unless they're running a good tribute deck, or they're running shit tons of traps, which not many people are nowadays. So that is the Acid Golem burn deck. It is one of my favorites, and I put a lot of thought and effort into it. It's not meta, as you could probably tell, and it's just a pretty nice creation that I got. This next deck is Battlin Boxers, and this is an archetype. Everyone knows it. It's pretty simple, but we're just gonna go through it real quick. 3 Headgeared, 3 Glassjaw, 3 Switch Hitter, 3 Sparer, and 3 Counterpunch. Those are all the Battlin Boxers. Then you got 1 Blaster and 2 Blue Flame Swordsmen. I'm trying to find a replacement for Blue Flame Swordsman, but right now I'm having a hard time with that. Those are the monsters. We have 1 Reinforcement, 2 Warrior Returning Alive, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just upside down. Oh, yeah, this is upside down, but I mean, you guys get it. 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Book of Moon, I'll explain that later, 3 MSTs, 2 Creature Swaps, 1 Pot of Duality, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Dark World Dealings, and a Shard of Greed. Those are just for draw power. Traps, we got 1 Mirror Force, 1 Compulse, 1 Trap Jammer, 1 7 Tools of the Bandit, 1 Fiendish Chain, or no, 2 Fiendish Chains, yeah. Those are the traps. Traps are, I mean, I only have, what, 5, 6 traps. These are just things I had to put in to fill up the deck. Spells are pretty simple. Draw power for Dark World Dealings and Shard of Greed. Well, actually, Dark World Dealings also works in this deck, because if you use that, then discard Glassjaw, you get Glassjaw's effect. Pot of Duality is pretty nice. Creature Swap, I would like to use with Counterpunch. You summon Counterpunch, Creature Swap it. Basically, any card you get for Counterpunch is going to be a lot better than Counterpunch is. Then you attack Counterpunch, which has 0 attack, get to life point damage easily. When Counterpunch is in the graveyard, you can still use its effect to banish and get an extra 1,000 attack for any Battlin Boxers. Book of Moon, this would be for stuff when you get Lead Yoke out. Book of Moon could stop like Fiendish Chain from targeting it and negating its effect. So Book of Moon is really helpful in this deck. Not to mention, for their monsters too, in case some shit goes down. Foolish Burial for Glassjaw, or anything I need really. And then Warrior Turning Alive and Reinforcement, of course. To plays real quick. The 2 Blue Flame Swordsmen, not really. I mean, they're just kind of a last-ditch effort. If I've got nothing at all happening, then I can just put them face down. And if they get over them, then I'll get a monster back. Blaster, really nice in this deck because you discard Blaster and a Battlin Boxer, which they're all fire monsters, and you pop a card in the field, and he's easy to special summon. It's pretty self-explanatory. Counterpunch, you can banish from hand or graveyard. Also use it with the Creature Swap to do all that, but banish from the hand or graveyard to give a Battlin Boxer 1,000 attack during the damage step. Sparer, easy special summoning for Battlin Boxer. Switch Hitter, normal summon him and get a Battlin Boxer from the graveyard. And Glassjaw, the main thing in this deck is the Glassjaw Switch Hitter combo, which is pretty ridiculous. You put Glassjaw in the graveyard, and then Switch Hitter, special summon Glassjaw, Lead Yoke. When Lead Yoke would detach material, you detach Switch Hitter instead, or you detach Switch Hitter first. Then when you detach Glassjaw, you get Switch Hitter back to the hand, and you start the loop all over again. And then Headgeared can be short once by battle, and then you put a monster from your deck to the graveyard when it's normal summon. Just go Glassjaw. So pretty simple. Everyone knows Battlin Boxers. It's easy. For the XYZs, we've got 3 lead yolk. These are upside down again, I'm sorry. 3 lead yolk. A 2 number 50 black chip pecans. A number 39 Utopia. A Maestro the Symphony Gin. And a Gary God Cowboy. The main thing in the deck is the battlin boxers. I mean, everyone knows that. It's basically, yeah, that's really all the deck has. It's just battlin boxer lead yolk. If you summon that and your opponent sees it, I mean, they pretty much can tell from there if it's game or not, because lead yolk. If he'd be destroyed by anything, kind of like Zenmain's detached material instead. Well, it's not if he would. It's if any battlin boxer monster would be destroyed by anything, detach material from him instead. And if you do, or if he detaches material, he gains 800 attack. So that's pretty crazy. Black ship, just kind of to have. Black ship's really nice XYZ. In a level 4 deck, it's good stable. Same with Utopia and Maestro and Cowboy. Those are just basically stable XYZs that can be used if I need them. As far as the monsters go, I do have Rip Gardna and Rabbit Puncher, and that's about it for the main deck monsters, but that is battlin boxers in a nutshell. So, sorry, here you have it, battlin boxers and Ask the Golden Burn. You all saw the decks. I want you to tell me any cards you might have like in mind that I could put in there, or any ideas for the decks, and tell me which one would you use in a tournament. Thank you guys very much, and I will talk to you later. Peace out.